hey.
Hey, what's up? There, buddy.
Hey.
Oh shit! I thought you guys were probably gonna be like
Already ripped?
getting into it. Like, no, the progressive conservative government has already been like, it's been making waves. I was gonna come in like, but yeah, yo, sorry guys, sorry. Whoa, oh, is this the mic? Sorry. Sick check. That's good. Oh, thanks, man.
Well, that's it.
I was wearing that at work, you know. I was just like, yo, what's up?
I just gave her a Raptors game still.
You know?
Did you actually wear that to work?
I just wore it to work. Yeah, I wore it in the meeting. I was like.
This is my blazer.
And I just started like doing like small dribbles on the table.
Yeah.
Alright, let's. Hey, where's the opener?
Oh shit. Alright, cut.
Cut.
Hey, where's the opener?
Picture of the drunk guy. Technical difficulties.
Oh, it's in the box. It's in the
Oh.
box.
Yo, summer's over.
Oh, whack.
Summer's
No.
over.
No.
Good.
Everybody go back to
Summer.
school. Go back to work.
Summer's back to work.
Over.
Summer's only over until the weather's over.
Overflow.
That's for me. That's for me.
That's what people say.
That's how I just
Okay,
like.
I feel you. Yeah,
yeah,
right.
yeah.
No, but it was cold. It was cold yesterday, and it's gonna be cold tonight.
Summer's over when the skirts get
But it was nice
When they
today.
stop wearing skirts.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
start seeing less ass. That's the metric, really.
Yeah. That's how you measure it. How much ass?
Actually, no. Summer's done when CNE closes.
Yeah,
right? You think?
that's the
Fuck the scene.
No, fuck to see
yeah, I
anymore. I'm
haven't
about to.
No, I hate that. I hate the scene.
Really?
Like,
Because
I've
you
been
walk
there.
around, you eat the greasy ice cream.
It's just the same shit. Like, you know.
You want to bet $1? Let's bet $1.
Yes.
You want to bet $1? You get 2.
Like, there's nothing new.
Yeah, I feel like if I go, I'm gonna
Same
do the- I'll
rusty
do
ass
the gambling.
rides.
I feel at this point, I'd try the gambling because that's my kind of
Yeah.
entry level bullshit.
That's-
You try. What do you mean? You never done the gambling before?
No, because
Really?
I haven't been to CND in that long.
That's the only thing I go for now. Like, you know,
used
back
to
in the
go-
day, like, I used to go for, like, the Stitches outlet.
Back in the day, it was
And
just
shit.
to go walk around.
Yeah.
You know.
there's a Stitches outlet, right?
CNE.
Oh yeah, I know.
No,
you're right.
on the inside, yeah.
Oh, yeah, like inside. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. On the
Back in the
inside,
day,
like,
just to hang
back in
with
the day, we used to go there
girls,
for, like,
walk
Yeah.
around
Yeah, like, you know,
trying
yeah.
to blaze in public and freak out, you know.
with the red backpack.
Oh, with the red back. At Wonderland. I pulled that at Wonderland.
Oh, Wonderland.
Okay. Yeah.
But yo,
Wonderland. That's another thing. Wonderland. I haven't been to
Fuck
Wonderland this
C-
year. Fuck the CNE, really?
Huh?
The CNE is shit, really?
That's my
But
conception.
have you been on the chair that goes over the whole
Yeah, but
thing, man? That.
Have you been on the rusty chair that, like, you could almost, like, fall off? Like, you're just, like, hanging for dear life. Like,
It's like friggin'.
alright, ever since that kid flew off the fucking ride, like, I haven't been.
Oh, yeah, that was in the States.
Was
though.
there a
Oh, that was here! That was here.
What?
Yeah.
you're gonna make me look it up.
You know that swing?
I remember. I showed
That
it in the
swing that's
States.
been there forever? The same one that's here today?
Bro, that happens like every day in the States, though. Like, Darien, like, has an actual ride that does that now because it
But
just
they
happens
have a
every day.
lake you could fall into
Yeah.
underneath.
No, but CNE has like scarier. Actually, the scarier.
Yeah, they're scarier because of the safety hazard.
Yeah.
That's what it is. That's what it's the authenticity, right? It's more scary. The thrill, the higher the thrill, because the country guy's working it like, hey, kid! He's got like one tooth.
Yeah.
That accident was in the U.S. But
was in the US.
They have the same.
Nah, they had one here. They had one here, like, back in the day, like 12 years ago.
Back in the day, whoa,
Oh,
okay,
an
listen.
accident. Okay, never mind.
The technology is advanced.
Yeah.
12 years from now.
Nothing advances at CNE.
I'm pretty sure they.
I'm telling you. Like,
And on that note,
Deep fried rides.
Okay.
Millennial
I'm
Hipsters
stirring with the
podcast,
stats.
Number 26.
episode 26.
6, God. Up
John,
in the
get in
six.
here.
26
Get in
episode.
here.
This is like the lightning on the fucking.
I don't know why I
Sit
feel like
down,
this.
This man's working
Oh,
out
John-
and doing the podcast.
Drinking beer.
And you can put at the same time because it's the 6th. Every time there's a 6th episode, it's got to be like.
Yeah, I feel like that's the thing. That's why I feel like it's something more important about this episode than the last one.
Okay, right.
Right? I don't know, we're on the 26th episode.
Yeah.
And that means we've been doing.
Yo, the soundboard is dead, eh? You're never bringing it
Oh
back?
no, too much work.
Oh my
too much.
god, really?
The same sound effects that we always use.
One more soundboard. We'll work on that. You know what I mean?
Well, we'll work on it.
Who knows? Maybe 6 episodes from now, you're gonna hear Bear soundboard. It's like we always change our minds like the fucking wedding.
26 episodes.
We like to switch it up for you
That's what
guys,
it
you
is,
know,
we're
like,
switching
you
it up.
know.
that's half a year's worth of podcast.
I have one of these.
26 weeks worth of our asses hitting you guys with information.
You sound like a Trinity aunt. I was sitting down in this and I work. And
You know what? We would have been at episode 30 if we didn't fucking slack off for like a month.
he's skipping tabs. We missed 4 on the annual year.
Come
leap
on,
year.
come on.
We're gonna make up on the leap year when there's less one day.
I think we did pretty good considering the 4 of us.
Oh, what is that? No. What is that? I heard
Soundboard.
that. I did heard that.
Yo,
Because Jam's not loading a fucking sound.
I thought it was us. I really thought it was us.
No, this is what I'm gonna do. But you're right. We should make.
You know
one
what's
of us.
crazy? I think we should discuss this briefly. 26th episode. Maybe we should pitch it. I think years ago, we were trying to we were at a party just talking shit to each other like we always do at parties.
Right.
And we were trying to break down the meaning of what rappers, when the meaning of what rappers mean when they say, like, come on, as an ad lib.
Oh, right.
Right? And
I think I remember that.
It
I
went
really talked
so
about that.
deep. Like,
How deep did
it did go so deep, pause. And
As we do with conversations all the time, it gets unravels like into other shit. Like,
right.
yeah,
But when
we
you-
just go down a rabbit hole.
When you hear rappers say, come on, like, what is,
Who are they talking to? Who are they addressing?
the listeners?
like, John, let's start with John. What do you think?
He is hyping up the listener. He's also hyping up himself.
Okay.
But why is he saying?
Why is he saying come on?
Come
Is
on.
what we're
I don't know.
Come on what?
why not? Why is he saying get hype?
Come on who?
Because it just rolls.
I mean,
it rolls off
come on
the
how?
tongue. It rolls off
Okay,
the-
whoa.
I mean-
come on, who? Yes. Come on, everybody. Okay, wait, what?
It's like when you're pissed off, what do you say? You're like, come on.
Oh, come on. Yeah.
Oh, so he's frustrated.
He's frustrated that no one's
Come
dancing.
on, come on,
Yeah, that could be it too.
come on.
Come on, like,
Come
get
on.
enthusiastic with me, damn it, because I'm singing a song.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm with
alright.
that.
Ah.
So
ah.
that's where we got with that come on. But then I really started thinking about come on and that
But
happened.
what about?
Yeah.
Or just simply yeah. But I think
Oh.
yeah is better because like yeah, like look,
Yeah.
I'm saying this, yeah, you know, and then what? But come on is like a weird one for me.
Yeah.
As like you're vibing to the beat.
Come on.
And you're like, yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come with me. Come
yeah,
with
I'm
me.
gesturing
Come with me
because
on
that's
this
just what.
Yes.
This is the song.
Come with me.
Come on, listen to this.
DMX was famous for saying come on, but now I can't remember exactly where I heard him say come on.
That's an ad lib.
A lot of stuff.
Right.
More along the
But
lines
it's
of an
like
ad
he's
lib.
kind of like begging for their attention or begging for their
It's not a-
enthusiasm.
to me, it
Like,
doesn't- it's
come
not
on,
in a-
come on,
It's not in a begging tone.
come on.
Come on.
The tone is not like that. The tone is come on.
It's not like
Oh, he's like,
Come
come
on.
on, bitch. Like, get
Yeah.
turn the
like he's being aggressive.
Turn it up.
Or maybe he's saying like, let me see what you got. Like, come on, man, come on, little man,
Come on.
come on,
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
like, come on, like, that kind of stuff.
I think back in the day, the way how some of these new rappers act, you've seen
Okay,
some of
okay.
them fight their fans. I think DMX was along those lines back in the day. Come on.
All right, yeah.
Come at me.
Listen
like,
to my shit.
Yeah.
So rappers nowadays aren't, and just to be fair, you know, the ad lib "come on" has pretty much died.
Yeah, yeah.
Because now rappers are just fighting their fans.
Yeah,
They're not saying "come on."
they're
They're
asking
just
them-
throwing the fucking punch. Done.
There's nothing.
There's
going
no
on
asking. There's no. I get it. There's no preamble. Like, come on, let's fight. It's just like I'm gonna jump in the fucking stage
Yeah.
like Tory Lanez.
Yeah.
And just drop bows on all my fans. Like,
Yeah.
what?
The only person that's been carrying on the, the ad lib torch is Travis Scott. It's
Oh.
lit. Straight up.
Okay.
No, Drake has that.
Drake has ad libs too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
That's it.
Young Money.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And he just goes, yeah. I can't believe yeah is his ad lib now. What?
That's it. That's
What?
all.
He can't own that word.
Well, the way he says it.
Yeah.
That's a longer one.
That's a
his
longer
old
one.
emotional-
That's his old
his
one.
Old emotional
He's
thing.
worked it up to yeah.
Back then it was yeah. No. Yeah. That's like more. That's more views.
That's more current.
Yeah.
That's more current.
The yaz of Drake. Really.
I enjoy. What the fuck's his name?
3-6 Mafia. Yeah.
Jeezy.
Jeezy. Oh, Jeezy was yeah. Jeezy's ad libs are sick. Oh my god. I'm looking
waiting for his face on this thing.
Yo, it's like he's moving in slow motion.
So much ice, you would have thought.
Yes.
Oh wait, no, Jada Kiss.
Oh yeah, Jadakiss is good. His is so played out though. Like,
He doesn't even do it anymore.
I know,
No,
right?
but as soon as you hear that at the beginning of the
That's where it is.
race, I'm like a fucking chicken.
Yeah. Whoa. Yo.
Shots. I don't know.
You said
I wish I had the joke.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa.
You know? Whoa. Hey.
Hey.
Speaking of Toronto, no, I'm just joking. Speaking of racism, no, actually, that's sick. Ad libs. Jadakiss, P Diddy had some fun.
Well, he has legendary ad libs. I feel
But
like
what legendary rappers have at like their legendary? You know what I mean? Like
Biggie.
like most Def doesn't. You know what I mean? Does
Oh, no.
Biggie, yeah.
Biggie does. Definitely.
I feel like Biggie kind of.
You know, Nas doesn't have. Sorry.
Yeah,
You said-
no, it's
Biggie kind of like made ad lib popular.
He did start with the.
shit. He got that from Diddy though. I think.
Him and Diddy.
I think Diddy instilled that in.
If you
Yeah.
go back and listen to old like Bad Boy tracks, like very carefully, you can hear Puff Daddy like whispering.
Oh yeah.
I never noticed all this shit.
Yeah, for sure.
Take that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know what's funny about
They
that?
started the ad libs. They did.
You think they started that?
Well, I mean, they started
He
the.
invented, P Diddy invented the
No.
remix. I feel like he did like the fucking.
Nah, he's just.
Is the real
No, he did. He's just claiming that.
That's his joke. That's jokes.
No. When it comes to ad libs, like they started that Bad Boy, like, well, ad libs where that you could like pinpoint it to the artist, like
Yeah.
Yeah,
Trademark ad libs, trade libs.
yes,
You know what I
trade
mean?
libs. I like that. Trade libs,
trad libs.
triad libs.
Rappers ad libs. Fuck. So
So
what
would your
else
guys'
is
ad libs be?
my
think of
ad
one
lib?
right
That's
on the
actually
spot.
good. That's a.
What would your ad lib be?
And like all the listeners, like what would your ad
And
libs
you
be?
can't do one that like
Fuck
someone
the
else
followers.
used.
Fuck the followers. Yeah, that's a lot.
That's too much.
That's a lot for an ad lib.
Yeah,
You
for
know?
now. Yeah.
You'd say that in a verse, some fuck the followers, and then you'd be like, yeah, followers.
Oh yeah.
Right.
That's. I feel like an ad lib. No, but like
Followers.
there could be a signature.
It needs to be lit.
ad lib. Like it's
Yeah.
lit. You know
It's
what I'm
lit.
trying
It
to
needs to be
like a
like half a
signature?
second.
And it also needs to apply
Yeah.
to a bunch of different situations.
Right.
So-
Yeah, I can't. Yeah. True.
Anyways,
I'll take that. Take that.
Okay, wait. I think my ad lib would be, "Oh my god." That's like right. Like I don't know. I would say that.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
start off the song.
Right? Oh my god. Anyway, okay.
You know, girls saying that though, like
Okay,
you know,
whoa.
Maybach music.
Oh yeah, right. Oh yeah, but then it gets like sexual and weird.
Yeah, exactly. Like, where is this? Like,
Your
where does he have this girl
yeah, but
saying
all
this? Like,
sexual and shit.
he has like pull her in the studio every time to say that.
like
Like,
listening to it with all your
Alright.
dudes in the car, and like you're supposed to be down with it because it's like sexual, but like anyway.
there's no girl in the car.
Yeah, right.
yeah,
That's
like,
the
there's
the
always
thing.
whole consent thing. You know, it's just gonna get
Oh
messy.
my goodness.
Yo,
Anyways,
speaking of sex ed, go on, go do it.
no. I didn't have anything. I was gonna ask you guys, what happened this week? What's going on? Let's get into this podcast. What's going on, guys?
No.
Yo, there was a fake video of some Boston Dynamics robot. And it was like walking around and like it was like immaculately like walking around, like it looked like uncanny to human movement, and the video was like spread everywhere.
Really?
And
I've
everyone's
seen
like,
that.
"Yo, that shit's fake," and it was fake because Boston Dynamics like, "Yo, we have nothing to do with this." And
But it was posted under their name.
yeah, like
or-
it was, someone just spread it like, "Oh, the new Boston Dynamics video."
Oh,
like, it was
okay.
just, you know what I mean? But it did look, it did look convincing because
Yeah.
it was still kind of janky. Like you know what I mean? Like
I saw a clip of that.
What
yeah,
was the
yeah,
robot
yeah.
doing? Anything extraordinary?
It was just walking very human-like.
Oh, okay.
But you could still tell it was like AI, but like at the same time it was very natural, like
So this video is fake. It was CGI or
Yeah.
something.
yeah,
because it was posted by some fucking random guy.
it was convincing though.
Yeah, if it was like directly from the Boston Dynamics channel, like that would have been more convincing, you know. But like, yeah, this clip was just like floating around the internet like for the past like 2 weeks.
To be honest, if it was real, I wouldn't be surprised either. Because it looks, I don't know.
There's some crazy shit. I just want to get it out of the way at the beginning.
I'm in my indie rock music bag, by the way.
Oh yeah.
If you hear the toned down type of
Yo, I'm down,
less
so.
trappish.
No, for sure.
I've been sick of trap. Like I just needed a break. Like
For
this
sure.
is like
No.
Different enough for me to be like, all right, I'm taking a break.
Yo,
But it's relaxing.
It slaps. Seriously.
And we're hipsters.
I like it.
So we gotta
Yeah, for sure. Diversify.
Gotta rep the indie rock.
we gotta rep the hipster life.
I don't know if you
I don't like just wear the Nirvana shirt and shit. You know what I mean?
Like I listen to this shit.
Yeah,
Like I don't,
Kurt Cobain for life, bro.
Clout Cobain for life.
Cobain.
Well, he's dead.
Oh, yo!
Hey.
I gotta change my Instagram name to that right now.
I guarantee you it's taken.
It's definitely taken.
What, Clout Cobain?
Clout Cobain.
Yeah.
Okay, so I let me reel it back a bit. There's some things that I want to get out of the way.
Yeah, go
in the
ahead.
podcast. So
Pop off.
I mean, it's not happy news, but
Oh my god.
there
Oh
was
wait, I'm using your ad lib. My bad, sorry.
you guys hear about the explosion, the house
Copyright.
that exploded in Kitchener?
I didn't hear about that. Yeah.
Yep.
Nope.
Now, well,
Meth lab.
they're saying it's a homicide or something.
What? Say
They're,
where?
they're
Oh, no, the lady
investigating
that
it as a
died.
homicide. Yeah.
So it was a target.
What the fuck?
Investigating it as this happened yesterday. A house exploded. If you look at the pictures,
Damn.
literally the house is gone. It's ashes, and you could see the basement from the aerial helicopter view.
Yo, that's some fucking Breaking Bad shit.
Who knows where this story will lead?
These-
Like
houses-
Walter White blew up the fucking apartment on purpose, fled the scene.
The husband was injured. She died. It probably instantly exploded.
These house explosions happen a lot though.
A lot
I hear about them a lot, like in Toronto.
Really, eh?
in Toronto.
Yeah, in
So they
Toronto.
turned
yeah.
the propane on and then they.
That
So-
or you
like,
never know what's
fuse.
what's cooking in some of these houses.
So wait,
So
not
maybe-
just house fires.
Like explosions.
Explosions.
Yeah.
It's a whole
Definitely.
explosion
Okay.
on the house.
I wouldn't say Toronto, but like
Oh,
Kitchener. He's like
oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
you know what I
Just,
mean? And in Toronto,
close
too.
by cities
like the house explosions, and that's my theory. Every time I hear about it, I always think, yo, they were
Somebody
cooking some
Breaking
meth.
Bad. Breaking
Somebody
Bad.
left the gas on.
Breaking Bad.
Anyways, moving on. I don't have a lot of information about this story. Just
Trust me, bro. Like
I
you
don't have a
know,
lot
like.
of information.
Their meth labs
Like,
of one in
that's what I'm
Toronto.
saying. Like, I don't want to like put it out there, but like it's like, come on, what do you think they're doing in
there's-
Hamilton right
There's
now?
meth in the city. There's
People buy
meth labs.
houses out there
Just
cheap, and then they're like, yo, let's
the
cook
city,
up
like,
some
I don't
shit.
know how
Like,
they make that shit, but
Yeah, man.
something.
It's,
It could
it's
be
right under your
important
nose,
too.
yo. It's just right under your nose, honestly.
Right,
Like,
so-
literally.
no
Right
one's-
under
So there's that. I want to quickly move on from that because I don't have
like
a lot
no
of
one's cooking
information.
up in the 6. They're cooking up in the kitchen.
Some-
Whoa. Okay. In the kitchen. This turned out to be like the littest
Oh my
podcast we've
God.
ever had, ever.
Cooking up in the
Yikes. Okay.
I just want to
They're
quickly
cooking
move
up.
on from that.
Yeah,
Alright,
we got it. We
we
got it.
don't have a lot to say on it yet, but we might be following this story.
Yo, did you guys see the
Yeah.
footage of that Brampton accident?
Oh,
No.
I got it from Richmond Hill.
Oh shit! Yeah, my bad. Richmond
Hill.
Hill.
It was-
Fuck.
Right. The clip
Johnstown.
of the it jumped the guardrail. The
Did
car.
you see the
right?
video that I posted?
It like crashed into the car and it jumped the guardrail.
Nuts.
And it was from a dash cam.
So again,
I
I don't
Same
know if
one?
it was a guardrail.
I don't know if it was a guardrail. It just hit the car so hard it went flying.
It was a red car, right?
Yeah, but I don't think there was a guardrail.
There was a guardrail right beside the cars. Like,
Let me see
Yeah.
it was on Global.
And it went over.
Right.
Like that's why I saw the. I don't know. I
I think
saw
it
that
went
from the
flying
video.
because it like hit the curb and then that kind of.
Maybe it launched it. It
Got it
launched it
going
out.
Any information on that story?
Nobody died though. I don't think. Luckily.
Yeah, hopefully,
it's crazy.
man. It's crazy enough.
Yo, I work on Highway 7. Shit.
Shit happens, man.
We work there.
Yeah,
I don't
I
know.
work around there too.
Yeah.
Okay. The next thing I want to say or mention is some good news. I know we covered shootings a lot this summer. Fuck, we anticipated that. But remember in June the two young sisters that were shot at around in the playground on McCowan or McNichol, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
The second arrest has been made, so they found both of the dudes.
So there's two shooters.
No, yeah, two shooters, I think, or two guys in the car.
Oh, okay.
Yo, do you know Top Gunna? Do you know Glizzy Bob? TG?
No.
There's a song called Glizzy Bop, and it's by a rapper.
Is he one of the guys?
The thing is, he's not one of the guys, but he was at the scene, and like they're
He was
saying
the-
he's affiliated with this
With the
crime.
guy,
He's being
yeah.
implicated, and I'm pretty sure Actually, I'm pretty sure maybe it's him that's being charged. I'm not even sure. I'm not even
I
trying.
have there's the
They have
picture
a
of
picture
him.
guy, some 20.
Let's
Is that
see.
him?
I think the rapper
that
dude was
doesn't
the
look
guy
like a
that caught
rapper.
initially.
That's not. Is that?
I'm not
This is the
familiar.
second dude.
Tilt it toward me a little.
This is the second guy.
But there was another man there.
There was another guy. I don't have anything.
And it might be TG Glizzybot because I did see that. I did see that somewhere that he was related to this incident. But I could be wrong. But I could be wrong.
Well, I just wanted to make note of that.
They did make an arrest. Yeah. And you know what's funny? You were actually telling us earlier on podcast before this. You were saying we hear about the fucking heinous crimes and the stories, but we never hear about the resolutions.
We never hear what happens. But this is a good follow up to this story.
Good job, TPS.
Yeah, good job. You guys are doing your job out there, catching the bad guys.
I mean, we hope that it is the person.
Yeah, we hope it is. We hope it is, and not some guy you guys are just pinning it on. All that bullshit, because we will uncover you on the Millennial Hipsters podcast.
But at the same time, also to answer to that, it's like it's a risk if they don't get the right guy, because then the dude will just do it again. You know what I mean? So they know that too, right?
So I wanna step back from this.
Okay.
What else you guys got?
Okay.
Okay.
Well, yo, I know you want to step back from crime. Are we stepping back from crime? Just
if you have, those are the two stories I just wanted to
there was an interesting occurrence that happened. I mean, I shouldn't even say it's interesting. In fact, I actually hate it when people say
it's interesting.
It's interesting. I actually fucking hate that because when a white man
segue.
when a white man kills his whole family, okay, it's like it's
Tragic.
interesting. No, it's interesting. When a white man has schizophrenia and he kills 1,000 people and he was
What was in his head?
Yeah.
What was wrong?
It's a mental. Yeah, let's start.
Oh, I get where you're
you know
coming
what I mean?
from.
But when a black youth like picks up a gun and kills like his peers, it's like
Kill him.
It's like, yo, like, oh, he's a thug.
He's a thug.
Oh,
he's a
obviously,
gangster.
like, oh, that's not surprising. Like, you know, bro, like, or whatever. Not bro, what I'm saying, like, you know, I'm just,
Yeah.
Black dude ain't shooting up his family and shit.
right. But why is that interest? Why is that? The thing is that's.
Why
Listen,
is-
both things are interesting. Both
If
things
he
are
didn't do
interesting.
that would be interesting.
Both things are interesting, though. A black youth picking up a gun and killing people when you're a child, when you're a
Yeah,
17
but
year
it's so common that it, like, it's kind of like, oh, we just assume it's related to some
it's
sort
so
of gang
common,
war.
or it's not. It's racist. Like it's not common.
That's not racist.
That's not common. Children killing each other. That's not common in my head. Black kids killing each other is not something that I think of when I think of black kids, right? White man serial killers. It's like when they see it, it's like it's interesting. Like it's interesting,
Yeah.
right? But what's interesting about black kids killing each other is that they're suffering from PTSD in their own communities, and that's how they're dealing with that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That is interesting.
Yeah, that is.
We talk about really like downtrodden communities.
But it's kind
Right.
of different when it's your family, because that's like people you're supposed to love and care about.
Okay, I get that. Why is that like it's funny how it's...
I'm not saying it's interesting. You're
No,
prefacing this
absolutely,
like it's
absolutely. But this is good because we're having the conversation. What I'm saying is like it's always it is prefaced as like, oh, we have to look into this, and it's so like enthralling. And someone was telling me this today. It is. I understand how it's interesting because like, how could someone do that? You know?
Yeah, that's why people
How could someone do that?
go directly to the term interesting, because it's like, you know, it's
How?
doing something that's unimaginable. Like
Like the Danforth shooting. That guy wasn't white though.
yeah, I don't know.
It looks white, but
This is more like psychology that we're talking about.
No, you
here.
know what it is.
Yeah.
It's the way that
So we're
it's,
delving into that.
it's the way that it's posturized is what I should make clear. It's
Yeah.
not the fact that one thing is interesting to people and the other thing is like, you know, what we perceive to be a commonality. It's just the way that these two things are posturized. Like,
Yeah.
you know, I think the way the media, of course, and the media has a huge part to play is that, you know, when a white man kills his family, like, for example, that dude who killed his wife and his two kids, and he was on national TV saying like, oh, I don't no idea where they went, please come home, you know, and then it was discovered that he killed them all, and now he's being charged. Did you guys hear about this?
No, when this happened.
This is in the States. I'm not sure where in the States, but
Oh.
the
This
dude
was
was
like recent.
very recently. It's ongoing now.
Oh, shit, okay.
So now he's in. They caught him. They're
pull up the article, bro.
press charges on him.
How old
And-
is this? What is this week?
This is recent.
Yeah, and it's crazy when you watch the news report. He's there in front of the news channel, like, you know, please come home. You know, this is so good. It's like, I understand. Like, I'm just, if they're out there, you know, pretending like he doesn't know where they are. And then they found the bodies, and then now he's trying to pin it on his wife and say, oh, she killed our two kids, and then I killed her. Because they found the two kids that were killed.
Where this happened in Tennessee? Whoa, a couple things are popping up.
I'm just saying, like, man kills wife and 2 kids.
Mad stories are popping up
Yeah.
under the same fucking.
Plus oil.
Damn, son.
Plus like an oil vat,
And
and like he put his 2 kids, his 2 daughters. I think one was like 3 and the other one was like 5. They're like infants. They weren't babies, but they were small children.
Yeah.
And he
Toddlers.
killed them, and he hid them at his workplace. where he
Where?
works.
Where was this?
Fuck,
In the States?
In the States, yeah.
He's getting a Netflix
So this
special.
kind of circles back to like the whole like people's reactions to the story, right?
Yeah, right. And people are saying like, you know, and listen, people are saying like, yo, this is fucking crazy. Like it's so
Yeah.
bad, like it's heinous. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
But at
yeah.
the same time, I know it's on the cusp, and they're gonna say like, oh, this is so.
So this man's not. This guy's not.
You know what? You know why people? I don't feel like
Justice isn't
people.
going to be served. Is what we're
Right.
boiling it down to.
Right. Like when people react to these things in that type of way, like you know, they come out with the word like interesting. I feel like they jump to that word first, like you know, unconsciously.
I just did. Yeah, I just did. Remember, like I just did. It's like a minutes ago. I just was like, I just said, and that's interesting. I was like, no, I don't mean to say interesting. And that's how we got here. Right?
It's like yeah, it's like
exactly what you're saying.
unconsciously because like it's such a unimaginable thing to do. Like what you're the story that you're hearing about, right? Like you would never imagine like doing that, right? And it's just like people just delve into the psychology of it,
Right.
and they're just like, oh, interesting, like that's insane. It's so insane.
It's so insane
that it's like interesting.
Yeah,
like
right.
how the
How-
fuck
how.
could this even happen? Like
And
so
I guess-
it's more of like the psychology aspect that people. But like you know,
It's
they-
less unfathomable that a
they
youth
did-
will kill somebody else, though.
right,
To us.
right. But they don't jump into it like, oh yeah, like what the fuck is wrong with this person? Like I don't think they come at it from an anger standpoint most of the time. It's more of like a, it's so crazy that it's like
This
it's
in
almost
Colorado.
like
Yeah.
Okay, I found it.
I'm kind of rambling right now.
No,
but,
no.
like,
It's
you
like.
know,
It's like, you know what's crazy? As people listen to this, they're also breaking it down too. And I mean, I sound very hypocritical because I'm articulating these thoughts as well as we go. But I will say that the way these things are posturized is very white and black, and you know,
But you don't hear stories about a black guy killing his whole family.
sure.
it's yeah.
But it doesn't
yeah.
get this negative connotation the way when a black kid kills another kid in his community. It's like, oh, they're thugs, obviously. You know, like I just feel like, and
Right.
this is so common where white men kill their own families. It's just as common as black kids killing other youths in the city.
Yeah.
You know?
I think it's a different story completely.
They're labeled as different things. That's the problem.
Yeah, and I just feel the way
Like-
that they're posturized is just, you know,
What-
it's so interesting. We have to make a Netflix special about it. We have to sensationalize it, and you know what I mean?
When
Whereas-
there's these mass shootings, the guy's never a thug.
yeah,
It's
right.
some
Just like when like you know a Muslim guy bombs somewhere, he's always a terrorist.
He's not a thug.
He's not a thug. He's a terrorist. Though.
He's not a thug. He's not interesting. He's a terrorist. He has his own niche. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So if like you know a white guy goes down Finch Avenue and starts running over people, he's not a thug. He's not a terrorist. He's mental. So it's like
But
it's,
if a black guy did the same thing, he's also mental.
and a thug.
No, are you sure
No.
he's mental?
Is he thug or
I don't
is he
think
mental?
he's mental, man.
He's
That's
just
not the first thing they
He's
jump
just a
into.
thug.
Depends who if he's targeted.
No, he knew exactly
probably-
what he was doing. He was a gang member. He freaking who knows? He had 10 guns.
He was like head of the Crips. Like he's
Okay,
driving
okay.
a Crip van with the Crip logo on it.
Remember the story about that sniper in Washington? It was a black dude
dude,
and his kid, and
yeah.
he was just sniping random people.
Yeah, I remember
Did they
that.
say he was a thug? No, they
They
said
say he's a terrorist.
No. When did that happen to go?
Or
That was,
Bro, that was a really.
that was years ago, but
Really loved
that,
it.
that's a very notable event. Yes,
That's like the only one you can remember.
I do.
that was
Like,
it. Was his dad and his like.
You know what the news did though with that? They barely showed pictures of that guy.
Yes,
They
I don't even know
did
what he
not
looks
show. Almost, I don't even know what he looked like. Me neither. I agree. Like you know, and they did that very strategically.
I actually don't even remember what the guy looked like,
Because you know why?
but they said he was black. That's all
Because they
said.
don't. Because you know what's crazy? Being a listen, and I'm not glorifying these crimes. Being a sniper and doing that takes fucking skill. I don't care who the fuck you can't. If you're a regular dude, you're not picking up a sniper.
Well, he
and
had a
killing
military
people.
background.
and there it is. And because he had proficiencies, because he was a fucking pro, you know. and he was black, they didn't want you making that correlation. That's why they didn't show the fucking picture. But if it was a white guy, his face would be everywhere. Like, oh, he's a murderous genius. Netflix special times 10. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know.
Yo, it does sound like a movie. That whole situation with the black dude from the military shooting all those people like from the gas stations, like that's insane.
But they didn't label.
That's Chris Dorner, you mean? That's another thing that happened recently, and they burned him down in the cabin.
No.
The sniper.
The sniper. Wasn't he hitting people at gas stations?
Oh, gas stations, eh?
It was gas stations, right? Or was it just random
I
places?
remember he went up into like a parking garage, I think.
Okay, it's too old for me to even like remember everything.
I remember that though.
Yeah. But like, yeah, I mean, yeah, the. You know, I don't want to bring it there, but like the white dude would have had a biopic art.
Absolutely.
Like in theaters, like, you know, Oscars being won.
Oh, yeah, being won. And then he would have taken him out of jail. He would have become a model for Gap.
You know what? Yeah,
carrying the sniper with the Kim Kardashian.
You know what? Like Leo would have got his Oscar by now if like if he was white.
Grab it. There
if the guy was white, like
yikes. There it is. If he did that biopic.
Leo blackface in the Washington.
If you're in this, Leo, that's how you get your Oscar. Leo.
I got it.
I can't believe Okay, let's go into something else. I can't believe Leo hasn't gotten an Oscar yet.
He did.
Did he?
For Revenant.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he did.
Or I thought he got snuffed for that.
No.
Or was it a nomination? No.
He got snuffed for Inception.
Oh,
he got the Oscar.
Okay, never mind.
Wolf on Wall Street.
Everything.
He's been in so many great movies.
He got snuffed for Wolf.
Why just?
But he always plays the same guy.
The Revenant was like.
It's a pity.
But he always plays the same guy.
Does he? No, he doesn't. No, man.
He plays the super alpha
guy.
male.
Same guy.
You know, he's the king.
He's the guy. He's the shit.
Yeah, but like he's always that guy, but he plays that guy well.
Suave as fuck. True. He plays the four like these key things. Suave as fuck.
He plays that well though. He plays that well. I would choose anybody else to play that role like that. Like, you know, he should win for playing that role. Like, he plays that role better than anybody else.
Is he writing the stories that you're seeing him in though? That's the thing.
He's not writing, but I'm just saying like
the stories he's
acting credits.
You know, it's the stories.
All the crazy movies he's in is directed by Scorsese.
Scorsese's he has great like every movie.
I will agree. DiCaprio has a lot of fucking. He has a lot of really.
He has a lot of hits. Yeah. Like if he was a rapper, he had mad hits.
That's true. Yeah. He's like, what is he? What? That's hard to do.
Is he the Jay-Z? No, he's not the Jay-Z of acting.
No way. Who's the Jay-Z?
He's the M of rap. He's the M of acting.
He's the
Leo?
M of acting?
Who's the M of acting?
Eminem?
Yes.
Eminem has done a lot, but still doesn't get his accolades the way he needs to.
Right.
I would say that's a very interesting. Yeah.
M has.
People are shitting on M now. Like,
well, now,
right?
Yeah. But like in his heyday, he got mad clout.
Leo's like
but so did Leo.
He's Nas.
But the thing is,
yes, Leo did too. But he never won any awards.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, Leo didn't get the accolades. Eminem got the accolades. True.
Right. I don't know.
Bubba Sparks? I don't even know.
So he's the Bubba Sparks of acting.
Wow.
Yo, Bubba Sparks put it down.
Yo, he did, but like, that's kind of a knock.
The Bubba Sparks of acting.
What you need to do. But yeah.
Ugly was hard.
We was.
This man was wrestling with pigs in the video.
Oh my god.
You'll never hear beats like that again.
That's Timbaland.
Like what was that sound?
Yeah.
It was like some dog gospel. What was that?
I don't know, but it reminds me of Missy Elliott.
Yeah, that's the thing about Timbaland beats. Like you'll be like, yo, what the fuck is that sound? But it sounds sick.
They were a whole camp.
Yeah. Aaliyah, Genuine, Timberland.
Yeah, they're a whole clique. They were a whole clique.
Ali was in that mix.
Aaliyah. Yeah.
Who else was in there? There's bare people in there.
You said Aaliyah, right?
Yeah, Aaliyah.
Yeah.
Total Tweet.
All right.
Total.
They had a whole clique.
Busta Rhymes would mess with
Busta Rhymes was in there.
Sometimes, yeah. Cute flip mode.
Tribe Called.
Oh yeah, Tribe. Like, it's so crazy how hip hop back then was just like a house full of brothers and sisters. Like they're all like fucking like cousins.
Yo, let's make music together. Let's make music together.
Now everyone's doing like stuff for clout.
Now people are.
It's just like they're looking up for clout.
We always have to go here.
Can we get clout together?
Yeah.
They don't even like each other.
Back then, it's literally because like, yo, you're sick, I'm sick. All right,
you're DMing.
You care about the clout,
producer you found on YouTube. You search like type beat. in the fucking search bar.
Type
And
beat,
it
yeah.
sounds just like that.
And then you fucking find the guy and you're like, yo.
Timbaland type beat.
Type beat must be like, oh my
Yo,
god.
type beat is like a whole genre of producing.
Yeah, definitely.
Type beat?
Yeah.
Wow, that's a thing now.
It's like you do
That's
like,
hilarious.
I don't
Type
know,
beat, man.
like feature type beat.
Yeah.
You know, it sounds like a feature track, and then rappers will search that up on YouTube and find a guy and fucking hit him up.
God. Looking like the baddest bitch in my videos.
Yeah, we kind of like unraveled into other shit. I don't even know what we're
That's what
talking
the
about.
podcast do. That's what it is. Here with the
Yeah, man.
podcast. All right,
So-
episode 26. Millennial Hipsters. In case we fell off, you were driving, you weren't paying attention, we trailed off. We're back at it again.
We're back at it again.
Tighten up the flow.
Trying to get that, Apple Music bag, that
Yeah.
Spotify bag,
What-
just like the
what's
Joe
Spotify?
What's like
podcast.
the shittiest streaming platform?
Trying to get that bag.
The shittiest streaming platform is probably like Tamil 1 TV right now. Like, yeah,
No, they
at
would
least
take us.
yeah, they would take us. They wouldn't. Even they wouldn't. I'm not even joking. That's not even a shitty channel.
Omni One.
That's just like an obscure one.
Omni One
Omni One is not a thing
Yo,
anymore.
Omni One, if you're listening,
Omni
we
One.
out here.
On Mondays
Yo,
at
we
like
called Tamil 1, but they were like, nah, so...
on Mondays at like 1 p.m. like when no one's
Oh
home.
my god. They're like reruns of Everybody Loves Raymond and shit.
Yeah. Like that's when we'll get.
This guy... Yo, he's not wrong.
Yo, we multicultural, right?
Yeah. I mean, we
just
just,
gotta,
need a
like-
white guy somewhere.
Whoa.
Nah,
We don't have any
if we
white
got a
guys.
We don't.
He's not gonna take
What about
it.
on your extended crew? White guys? Anything?
That talk.
No?
Extended?
Extended crew like Shay Fan, the Fugos, the J Remy's, all those like anything?
J-Remy's.
Any white guys in there? No.
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 Shit.
No.
None of them made
We
it.
don't need a white guy to go if we're aiming for
Well,
Omni.
That's so crazy. Why do we don't have white
We
friends?
need like a
I don't think I've
token
maybe
white guy, right?
two white
There's
friends.
no token white guy.
Shit, we need those opinions. We need someone to open up the chip bag the whole way and we
Yeah,
can all eat from it at the
exactly,
same time.
exactly.
Like that's
Because
Such a
we
white-
we kind of go in on like a one-sided.
oh yeah, the fuck what yo, the white devil. You guys really need to sober lighten up.
Real life is like
get out.
Oh,
That's why we don't have white guys on the podcast.
yikes! No, that's not. We don't want to be discriminatory, man.
No, I'm just stating. If you're white and you
We need
wanna
a
be
white
on-
girl.
if you're
White, you ain't right.
Yeah.
No, I'm joking.
We need a girl.
Yeah, just
A
hit it.
girl, a white girl, that would be
Yes.
impossible. No, the cop's gonna come up in here, arrest all of us.
shit.
Fuck it. Are you okay?
Because we don't have a girl's perspective or
Are they hurting you? A girl's perspective.
or a white perspective.
Rape.
I feel like a girl's perspective would just be mad chills.
Yeah,
You
like
guys are so extra.
she'd like walk out every episode.
I don't care about anything.
It depends on the chick, man. If she's like super feminist type or. what's
True.
going on.
That's not really me saying much. I'm just saying she would be non-existent and neutral. Not taking any risks there with any assumptions.
Oh shit! Oh, all right. Cut this part out.
Yikes.
No,
Alright.
no chance of that shit.
Yo,
Anyways, what the fuck are we talking
yo,
about?
hold on.
I
wait.
don't know, man. That's why I said we unraveled like a long time ago.
Hold on, wait. There was this.
Hold on, wait. We're getting back on track.
Did you guys
Oh.
hear? There was okay again with the bad news. There's a 15-year-old kid stabbed another 15-year-old kid at Sherway Gardens Mall Saturday night, and the kid died.
Oh my god!
Oh,
All
At
right.
Sherway Gardens though, that mall is like super nice.
What else
Like,
happened?
It's like
What?
da-da-da-da-da-da.
Is that the Saga?
I've never been there.
Insane.
Where is that again?
Uh,
Saga?
Sherway Gardens. It's like by the. Is it by the airport?
I don't know. That's why I'm
I think so. Yeah. And but yo,
Oh, this is important.
oh my god,
Are you done?
the East is in the house. Oh my god.
Supreme Court clears way for release of Toronto home sales data.
Whoa. What the fuck?
Yes.
Okay. What is break this down now?
Yeah, what does this mean?
Wait.
So that basically means they're
It
releasing
sounds-
sales data to the public, so you could check it out. Like for
What's
like the
been
whole, how the whole housing market is crazy.
Okay.
You can basically access like the sales data for the city, like
What's been sold and for how much?
yeah, what's been sold for how much, like all their behind the scenes data you don't get to fucking see.
Well, I think all you're gonna find out is how.
And then I guess you could get that
everything
information for
was.
yourself and like
You can get that actually.
thought you-
well, it says
something
Supreme Court rules, like you're getting
Yes.
all of it now.
Oh yeah,
like-
for free. Because there's a
I guess you could pay for it.
there's
I
a
don't know.
website you can use called something called Geo Warehouse,
Yeah.
and that actually you can look up pretty much any property that's listed within like a land registry,
Mhm.
and it'll tell you like who owns the property, how much properties on that street have sold for. But again, it is a paid membership, so maybe in this light,
Yeah.
they're making that.
They're like, yo,
public.
fuck that. Like, you know,
It's releasing
like,
all.
you know, the citizens of our city are getting fucking screwed.
That's amazing.
And we have to, like, they have to pay for this shit.
That's actually amazing. That's
So,
really good.
like, you know, they're releasing the shit to the public. And that's really important for, like, you know, young
People who are
like, you know,
moving out soon.
yeah.
I just
or
think
people,
that-
like,
that's
you
good
know,
for
saving up
consumers, just generally,
towards, you know,
generally for
to
consumers.
be, like, you know, informed. Like,
Yeah, absolutely. I think no, because
we're struggling out here, man. Like, yo,
And also-
we're all struggling, like, to you know, want to
Um,
get a property at some point, you know?
I think also that's just to facilitate transparency between like,
Yeah.
for like consumers in the market, especially young buyers too. Like
Yeah.
they, especially they're only some people's only avenue for this information is a real estate agent, and
Right.
you know a lot of
right.
that. A lot of times, like they feel like they're getting swindled, or when
Yeah.
you hire a third party to do this work for you, there's an interest. It's not totally like within your best interest. They're
Yeah.
working for themselves. They're working for a
Oh,
commission.
yeah, yeah.
So yeah,
Like it's so fucked up that the Supreme Court had to rule that. Like, you know, like,
Yeah.
you know,
I don't think it's
they're
fucked
trying
up
they're
at
trying to
all.
like swindle you like left, right, and center. Like, yo, for $50 a month you could access our shit. Like, fuck you. How about
Yeah.
that? Like,
yeah. I think the times call for it though. Now I don't think.
yeah, it's getting ridiculous, man.
absolutely,
It's
yeah,
getting
yeah.
ridiculous. I mean, mans are paying like, you know, like $5 million a month for like a cardboard box.
I
Like,
mean, like if you're trying to buy a car, like information on that is not hidden. So why
That's
have
true.
it for a house?
yeah, but I mean, a car is not.
No, he's agreeing with you. He's saying, why have it for a house?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
true.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. My bad.
That's sick,
So,
actually. That's spreading awareness, man. Check that out. Do you know when that's going to be in effect?
I haven't read the full article yet, but
Eventually, we're moving that way.
Yeah.
It's actually good. The thing is, though, has anyone listened to? Yo, everyone's talking about this Nicki Minaj podcast and how she's just firing off at all these artists.
She has a podcast?
I heard
Yeah,
about that. She's
it's-
started one.
It's called like Queen Radio,
Wow.
and she shits on Travis Scott a lot. Actually,
Desperate Radio. huh?
Desperate Radio.
Yeah.
Shout out Travis Scott. He's actually starting his tour, and tickets have gone on sale.
Yo, that's for me. That's like probably one of the best albums of the year so far.
Yikes! Yeah, no, it's really good.
I've been still like, you know, playing like random tracks from that album, like,
True.
you know.
That album was really good. And speaking of concerts, yo, the Drake like Fest concert 5-day show festival is like happening right now. It's actually just the same concert over like the course of 3 days. Migos and Drake.
When does that start?
That started Monday, but the thing is, he canceled his show on Monday
Oh fuck.
due to some shit, and then it continues.
You know what?
Then he performed yesterday.
I
and
think
he's
I
performed today.
overheard somebody at work complaining like that they fucking canceled the show.
Oh
and,
yeah,
like,
there it is. Yeah.
He didn't get his money back,
Oh, really?
or his
What?
girlfriend's money back, or anything like that.
Yikes.
And like,
Wow.
then he just like, he's just like, yo, whatever. I'm just gonna, like, you know, they're kind of fucking up people.
What the fuck? Wow, that's crazy.
I don't know if it got resolved, but yeah,
And Drake's just like Diddy Harlem Shake.
yeah.
In the bank.
Yeah, exactly. The money's just raining down on them.
Wow. But I'm just like seeing the snaps. It's pretty crazy out there. Him and Migos are like taking like half court shots for like 10K, 50K bets and shit. Just like stupid shit like that.
During the concert?
Yeah, he's performing on the court.
Oh
He's
shit.
performing on the fucking basketball court. So like I think the whole
that's
thing, yeah, he's on the
lit.
court, right? Which is really cool. He's an entertainer though. Like that's an entertainment. Like
And
that's
that's kind
keep
of,
entertaining.
save money on like stage.
There it is. You know, there it is.
That's the genius.
And there's so much space.
yeah.
Right? It's already situated that way. Like, why not? Super cool idea. So that's like, shout out the Drake concert. I always regret buying tickets as soon as the show happens. I think I've been to like 2 or 3 OVO events, but
Okay.
you know, like
And he always brings out like
bigger
crazy
artists, so
guests.
many artists. I saw Stevie Wonder once.
Really? At a Drake
Yeah,
show?
yeah, at a Drake concert. Stevie
Wow.
Wonder. It was really cool.
Nice.
Um,
Was he singing or playing the harmonica?
he was
or whatever?
singing. He did
I know
like,
he plays the harmonica.
Oh yeah.
He
he
came up
did
with the
like
harmonica on
he
that
did it
one,
like Isn't She Lovely? That was crazy.
He plays the harmonica on "Stop Trying to Be God." That's him.
Oh shit.
What?
Stop trying to be God, like the brr, brr. That's Stevie Wonder.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's amazing.
It's crazy.
With that harmonica, it sounds like it's from a Drake song too.
That's yeah. I guess so. I don't know.
Fuck you, Ben. Oh, also, I want to talk about so this whole sex ed curriculum, Doug Ford malarkey controversy. If you guys haven't been following, if you have been following, If you've been following us, follow us on. No, I'm joking. So, Ontario Premier Doug Ford. All right, he wanted to bring. Sorry, so basically they rewrote the sex education curriculum in Toronto, in Ontario, actually, for the school board, and what it is that he's using. So basically, he put in a government's order to use like these 20-year-old sex education curriculum. Like he wants that to be enforced in schools. And we were talking about this a couple of weeks ago about like how children should know more about like a modern aspect of like sex education, where like they should learn about the LGBTQ, consent, stuff like that. Just like a kind of
What great.
modern contemporary sex education curriculum. So Doug Ford has actually officiated the old school sex education curriculum that cuts all that stuff out, and now he's enforced that, he's passed that, and now that's Ontario wide. So now basically we're going to be using a 20-year-old sex education curriculum for kids, and really super important. But the thing is now he's created this snitch line where you can call in and report teachers who are not following the curriculum and trying to teach like more of a modern contemporary like subject matter.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
So like basically he's trying to like silence people from going into like gender differences
And
Yeah.
consent.
and like
Stuff like that.
like more modern
these days, but
more modern sexual relation education
Right.
thing.
So there's
topics.
a website, and you can visit the website actually.
Yeah.
It's live, and it's on the Ontario government, and essentially it's saying like there's a selection where you can report a teacher, and you can type 1,000 words or less exactly what happened, and you submit it, and it goes straight to the TDSB. It's literally a snitch line. It's like Crime Stoppers for teachers who are not following the curriculum that he's enforced.
wow.
Which is really interesting.
She said gender neutral.
Right. It's like how far. So what people are doing to kind of combat that is there's also another selection which is so stupid, and I'm not sure why they did this, but there's also another link that says report another issue. It just says report other issue or another issue, and what people who don't agree with teaching children a 20-year-old sex education curriculum are complaining about that and flooding the website. So
They
But who's that meant
played
for?
themselves.
The parents?
It's
Like,
meant for the
they don't-
parents.
But how the parents aren't in the classroom? So how do
sure,
they,
but the
what's
parents
going
will
on?
demand what's going on.
So they
to
talk to the kids,
right? And the thing is, that's how teachers get caught doing this crazy dumb shit. It's usually the kids saying, "Yo, like today, fucking my teacher showed me her like her poem." You know what I mean? Like, bro, So it's like that's essentially how it happens, right? Like,
Yikes.
This is a vagina.
there it is. And then like today in class, like he slapped me in the mouth, and then these teachers like they get fucking booked. But what's actually I hate saying the word interesting now. I'm never gonna say it ever again. What's actually compelling about this whole thing is that priests molesting these little children out here is a problem. You know, like the Holy Trinity and their priests, and there's been a real like problem with sexual assaults with priests and little boys, and this is because a lot of children aren't really made wise, or they're not made wise to their like sexual rights, like. You know what I mean? About like gay relations, or about homosexuality, or like just different types of sexual, like not I don't want to say sexual.
So
deviance.
they're sort of confused when they're in that situation.
Right, and when you're uneducated,
And when you're not,
you're being taken advantage of, and it's just
you
so
don't know
crazy.
what the fuck's going on.
Right, and I think
And
But I feel like also if you haven't hit puberty yet, you don't really understand what the whole motive is. Like,
Yeah,
are we
exactly.
just trying to have fun, or like, are we? You don't understand the whole concept of
Yeah, exactly.
sexuality
that's
until
true.
you feel.
so it's kind of
that,
important
like,
for
change in your
people.
body.
I mean, kids.
Until you
to-
feel that change in your body.
Yeah.
Like so, when did you learn sex education? Maybe grade 6, 7.
Grade 6 or no 5. Grade 5.
Yeah, 5, I think.
Were you jerking off in grade 6 and 7?
No. I'm grade 6. And grade 7.
I think I was jerking off in grade 6 and 7, man. I have to give it to you there.
Hmm.
I really would say I was.
I just started this week.
How do you like it?
It's all right. I'm still getting used to
It's
it.
kind of overrated, you know. Makes a mess. I gotta hide and shit.
It's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work.
You know, like
I'm
shit.
sweaty. I'm hungry after. I have to do all these priorities. I worry about
You
everything.
know, I have to drink like whey protein after and shit, like to build back the All right.
Wow.
Yikes.
Yeah, it is very important. You know what?
I just think these two things are like mildly correlated, you know, in the midst of this sexual scandal of the priests and these little boys, and now we're choosing not to educate our children on these, not sexual deviants, but like these, just all aspects, all facets of like, you know, like lives and sexuality, right? I think these children need to be taken. On the other side, these children are being taken advantage of because they don't know. You know, they don't know. A priest is like, you're under the care of a priest. Like he's
the thing
most
is like, okay.
crazy.
I feel like a lot of people would have the stance of it's the parents' like responsibility to teach them about like the specific like, you know, sexual like situation. And it's probably the teacher's responsibility for the biology part, not the actual like relations part. You know what I mean? So like, you know, I feel like that's a whole different situation that people have to tackle when it comes to talking about this.
It's hard to be like, when is the right time to teach them, because kids develop at different ages.
Yeah.
I don't think just like if you don't
like
feel like you're sexually, you won't really understand.
Yeah. But and you know, depending on the parenting style, a lot of parents are like kind of
Just avoid the
I don't know,
subject
like I
altogether.
don't know
got
what
no talk.
I don't know what word to say, like sheepish about like, you know, bringing up that topic.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it's a very like taboo kind of thing, and like, you know, when like, you know, different cultures come into play, it might not be you know, a traditional or normal thing to like go over with people or go over with your kids and stuff like that.
Yeah,
So like, you know, I guess that's why they're kind of giving the teachers the responsibility of doing this.
Yeah,
But you know,
I'd say it's harder in a city.
I think it's because of a lack of education from the parents' side. That's why they're kind of trying to implement it into the, you know, the city education side.
Right. No, I don't disagree with that.
That's most likely what it is.
I don't disagree with anything you just said, for sure. I do think
In a city like Toronto, where there's so many different cultures and so many different religions, how are you gonna appeal to all the parents who maybe don't want to talk about it, or like do want their kids to know about it? Right?
Yeah, I think some parents willfully, and on that saying, I understand that it's very cultural and it's subjective and it's based on the parents and it's within the present, like parents' discretion to teach them about like homosexuality and stuff like that. You know, whereas it should be the teacher's duty to teach them about biology. But I will say that some teachers just opt out and don't teach them about those things at all.
Yeah.
Right, and I think that's where the danger lies too.
But the thing is, like, if the parents opt out as well, like the parents opt out, the teachers opt out.
Who's teaching them these things? That's what it is. Right?
That's it for this kid.
Right.
He has to figure it out himself, or she has to figure it out herself.
Yeah.
Like and you know,
I think that's where the issue is too, right?
Yeah.
Why
For
can't
some
we
kids
like give
figuring
the parents the option to
like you know,
whether or not they want their kid to be in that program?
Yeah.
Sure, but then we can't turn a blind eye as to why abortion rates are so high, and why sexual assaults are happening in the church, and why, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess
And stuff like that, and these issues with consent about people in high school, and you know why the pictures of the naked girls are being circulated in high school. You know what I'm saying? Like stuff like that. Like it's just, I think when we opt out and the parents aren't teaching their children about those things because it's too taboo in their traditions or their cultures or whatever it may be, and the teachers aren't teaching them, then it's like they're learning that guidance on their own, and that's a hard lesson learned in some cases.
Yeah, like I'll speak like specifically for like us. Like I guess like our parents are more liberal in that sense, where they were like, you know, this is a very important topic that we should go over, like with our kids, like early, like you know, and like you know they taught us about the biology, whatever. Like
we were showing what a condom was when we were like
we had like science books, like
I'm talking about parents.
Yeah. Remember those like science books, like with the like different genders and stuff, and like you know,
remember when
the organs and whatever.
Yo, I want to hear. Yo, share it, man.
Were you thinking?
The listeners want to know.
Were you thinking of putting your penis in a woman?
Remember when
you were
what?
10 years old?
I want to know this story.
Were you like, yo?
No, it's not really a story. It was just like you know, it was just like you know,
this is what a condom is.
Early childhood, like you know. Sexual education from our parents.
And then, you know, at the time I wasn't even, you know, I think what was it, like 10?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, okay. And I wasn't really thinking about that at the time. I was like, okay,
Yeah,
whatever.
but we knew early on. Like
Yeah,
by the
we
time
were-
I hit like I was
Well,
16
yeah,
in
by the time
high
I was
school. I
16,
knew
I was
what the
like,
fucking
okay, I already
condom
know
was
what
like
shit
already
is.
like for like
You know,
6 years
people were
already.
doing sex ed, and
Yeah, like,
like,
you know,
I was
like-
like, okay, well, like I already, I was warm transferred is the phrase I'll use. It was
Yeah.
like,
But think about
I have some
we had
background
these like
information going into
yeah.
whatever I was.
We had like
whatever
these
they were trying to teach us.
biology like books like
at home, right?
actually
You're
like
talking about
science books.
The
Yeah.
ones at home.
Yeah, the ones at home.
Yeah, the ones at home. Those
And
showed the
it actually
anatomy
showed
and
you
stuff.
the anatomy
And
of like a woman.
Me,
and then it
me
showed
and
you
Jam were just
anatomy of a man.
curious enough to just go through these books together as kids, and just able to see and understand. Like, okay, I know what I'm
Yeah.
looking at.
We all were like laughing at the dicks.
Yeah,
and
we
shit.
were
Yeah, we were
like,
so
come on, man. You know, I do like it was some, and we learned and we appreciated the human
like,
body.
No. Well, I'm just saying we were exposed to it. I'm just saying we were
as opposed
exposed
to
to
someone
it.
who wasn't at all, who
okay.
didn't even have the
I wasn't
chance
like, oh,
to look at
yes.
these things.
Well, this is it's a
The
magnificent.
theories
Like,
behind reproduction. they compelled me.
no, legit, yeah, no. It was, haha. Look, it's a cutaway of a half a dick. Like,
yeah.
like wearing his monocle and fucking.
yeah.
There's balls in the
then-
book. Like
And then when
that was it.
when we got to high school, it's like, okay, well, yeah,
Yeah,
I've
we've
already
seen
seen
balls
some of this
before,
shit. I
like,
can laugh at it some more.
Sure.
So
That
I'm
was
just saying,
during
like,
a
so,
t-
so
was a
we were
different
more
time.
liberal in that sense,
It was a
like the
different
way
time,
that
that's what you're saying,
we
right?
were exposed to
Yeah.
it. Like,
So let's fast forward to now.
See, that was a different time when you guys just had dicks to laugh at. Now it's you got the dick on the chick, so you got the dick on the girl, and then the guy.
right.
raised
And then, like,
up,
I guess, like, parents
putting
are
it on
like,
his forehead. Like, who knows?
and then
what's going
parents are like, yikes. Like,
Yeah.
Like that's
I
a
don't
lot.
even know how to fucking approach this.
But was that not around back in the day too? It just wasn't as.
Oh, yeah,
It wasn't in the
It just
curriculum.
wasn't as in your face.
It wasn't in the
on. Now,
curriculum.
but now it's like minors are choosing to be. Like minor boys or minor females now are choosing to change their gender before they're like when they're like 13.
Yeah, it's
You know?
listen.
That's how it's.
Listen, it's way more complicated
Yeah.
now to educate a kid about.
I don't know. I think I mentioned
this
this a
type
few
of stuff, like-
podcasts back, but the first non-binary gender was done a few months ago. On this person's license, it doesn't say male or female. It says X.
saw that.
There's a letter X there. So, I mean,
There's a letter X here, 2 X's here.
what? Bring it back to the
There's
curriculum.
X here, like
get down like that.
If it's already integrated into our legal,
the image is just
if
blurred.
it's already
like,
integrated into
in the
our
science book now.
legal
It's a
system,
gray card. There's nothing on. It's just a gray.
It just says like
card.
image
There's a
not
line.
found. Image not found.
It's just a dot.
You know, like the image broken symbol,
Yeah.
like
yeah.
like a fucking.
It's a
web
prohibited
page.
sign. It's a picture
Yeah.
of a prohibited sign.
if it's already integrated into the system, then why not teach it to the
You just
kids?
print the book like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
no,
I'm trying to talk.
I feel that.
Like, and you guys complain that I don't talk. Anyways,
Yo, fuck you.
that's
Whoa!
that's
Hey.
right.
Wait, I want to know what that point was. If it's not integrated into the system.
I know if it's already integrated into the system. Like, if you could already have your gender as non-binary, why shouldn't the kids learn it in school?
Yeah, I
it's
see.
into the system when they get out of high school and they don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
So anyways,
They don't know
What if
what.
they hire like a bi-gender teacher or some shit?
right?
What if the teacher's gay? You know what I'm saying? And
They don't even. Okay, listen.
But they don't need to know those things.
They don't need to know.
I guess.
Like it.
Wait,
like the.
okay.
It's
It's not necessary to know. No, it's not
the
necessary
teacher's
for them to
personal
know. I
life
get
is their
that.
personal life. They
Yeah.
who they are. They're just
Yeah.
teaching the shit.
Yeah.
It might as well be a fucking robot.
It's true.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
with no face, like whatever. Like
Great
But-
card.
you shouldn't be like, hey, hey kids. All right, so today's lesson, like, no.
Yeah, it's not even about that.
Check out.
But it's just
Okay, got it.
just the knowledge of these things is important. Like, knowledge is power. The more you know, the more it is for you. But I'm not saying if it's not a sex ed class, the teacher's just going to teach English and they're non-binary or whatever, who cares? But if you're walking into the health class and there's all this shit going on in the world, you saying what it would hurt to know?
To know what the teacher is.
Not what the teacher is, but that these things do exist.
Yeah, like what if the kids are
I mean,
asking,
personally, for me, like,
Nobody cares
What
what
if the kids
I don't know if
doing
it would hurt, but like, you
want your kids knowing.
What if
that
what if
they're-
those children are up in the class asking some deep questions and the teacher just can't address them?
Well, that's
And
the
they're not
teacher-
personal.
That's
You're
the
just saying
teacher's
like, hey,
fault.
why do two men love each other or some shit? Or like, why do two men have sex?
If they're not able to answer that, they're not qualified for the job, in my opinion, because we were allowed to ask.
But they're not allowed to now. You see?
Really?
Because then you get snitched on with the snitch line. Remember?
Right,
But they should-
That's what Ford's enforcing now. So
You know what? You know what? It's a real thing in the world. It's a real thing in the world, and you know
It
what?
should be known.
It should be known, but not in like graphic detail.
I feel you.
Like the
Obviously.
most
no.
the most basic minimal. No, I'm just saying, like like
We're not
the most
searching it up.
basic info, and then let the parents
Gotta put it in his head.
let the parents deal with the rest. Like if they have more questions,
Right,
like.
okay.
But like it's a real thing out there, and like like the fuck. You're not gonna tell the kids about it, like.
Consent, I think, is important too. I mean, like
That's a big one.
that is a big one.
Because they
now.
were going over that in the new curriculum, from what I heard.
Yeah.
And they didn't talk about any of that shit
Right,
when
as
we
we
were
were
younger.
talking about
and I
it,
think
yes.
we
We
talked
talked
about that
about that,
before
yeah.
briefly, and
Yeah.
I just want to step back from that
Yeah,
because
true,
we
true,
covered
true.
that already.
Well, now my whole thing was that they got this snitch line now, and it's just insane. You should see what people are saying about this thing online. It's like it's so crazy. Like you can literally type like 1,000 words or less what the teacher said, how they deviated from the curriculum. It's nuts. It's like Big Brother shit. It's like 1984. It's weird.
Anyways,
But yeah, that's super controversial.
anything else? I got something over here.
Yes.
So I was talking about that Ali G show, Who is America,
Yeah.
and
I'm almost scared to hear this.
they're saying he trolled Donald Trump. He got him.
Wow. No.
But
Yeah.
when I checked the article, it's something from 2012, but he's just sort of
Okay.
recycling it back into his
see, I
series.
see.
So I mean, yeah, I mean he gets him. I don't know. I haven't seen the episode, but I'd like to see it. How he gets Trump, or whatever. I mean, we've
Trump
been on
is
Donald Trump.
invincible.
We mentioned him so much on this podcast.
Also, there was a huge earthquake in Venezuela, and
That's right, Nick.
It's right, as you may or may not know.
Trinidad got hit with that shit too.
No, wait, because it borders Guyana as well, and Guyana
Yeah.
wasn't affected.
It's a
Because they're
tectonic plate
inland.
down there.
They're inland.
That's crazy.
There's a line of volcanoes, and that's how. If you look at the Caribbean, the way it's formed,
Yeah.
it's just this weird string of land. That's because there's a plate there, and there was a line of volcanoes thousands of years
Is
ago.
it what is it called?
That's not the Mariana Trench.
No, right?
It's something else.
I forgot. I don't really
but
know.
that's why it's shaped like that.
Cool.
It's a plate that's been pushing and building.
That's why it's curved like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a land mass or what are they fishing going on under the water for thousands of years. So this is just another result of these plates moving. And
Wow. And it was I heard it was like a crazy earthquake.
Mom,
It was like a 7
No,
mega.
in Venezuela they got 7, and in Trinidad they got 6.3, which is still pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Mom was on the phone with people from back home, and I was kind of listening.
No way. What did they say?
Well, nobody in the family died, which is good. Windows were broken, and just things from shelves were on the floor. Like
Okay.
nothing, no structures stayed together. No houses falling down and shit, but glasses breaking. And
In Venezuela, I feel like it was a different story.
I feel like it was probably harder there. 7 is a that's a one more from Trinidad got the 6 and 7. When you hear 7, like that's like
yeah,
that's
holy.
beer bottles falling to the ground. This table on the floor. I wouldn't even know what to do. What do you do in an earthquake? I feel like I'd lie down on the ground and try to hug the floor.
Is that what you're supposed to do?
I don't know. I feel like
I feel
that's
Hug the
you should
floor?
go
Like,
outside.
that's what I feel like you should do. I don't know. Is that wrong?
Yeah.
I feel like you should go outside.
So you
What
should
if
be
your
in
building
motion
falls
with
down
the
on you?
earthquake. You're just like
Well, because
you're trying to stop it from moving.
Lie
Like,
down
so you're
flat
just like
on the
holding
ground. Like,
it. Like stop
That's
moving.
what I'm thinking you should do.
I feel like, but outside, you'd be
Right,
safest,
yeah,
right?
outside.
I don't know. I wouldn't know, man. But prayers to them. And
Yeah.
I don't know what to say, man. Hope,
No,
hope
absolutely.
everything's okay.
It's crazy. These natural disasters, they're like so. There's something eerie about them when you hear about them on such a monumental scale. You know, when it's like, especially an earthquake. An earthquake must be terrifying. Like,
Yeah.
because it's not like I don't know. It's not like it's different. It's a different natural
It's not
disaster.
a
There's no visual aspect.
Yeah.
You know,
tornado, you could see it coming.
Yeah. Right.
Wildfires, on the West Coast.
Oh right, I mean BC.
Yeah,
Oh no, you know what's crazy? There were wildfires, not in BC,
in California.
California.
But that's still the West Coast.
And I wanted that is the West Coast, yeah. And I wanted to say,
Stupid Trump.
no,
Oh.
what? So basically, the firefighters were trying to communicate with each other via, I think, it's obviously my cell phone service, and they do it on the Verizon, like on Verizon's networks in Cali. And there was so much communication going on between firefighters, rescuers, you know, people who were in the fire, who were amidst the fire, who needed rescue, just stuff like that between the firefighters, between public service workers. That Verizon was throttling all the cell phone service, like the network service. It was throttling the network service, and the fire department, had to pay Verizon to dethrottle, so they wouldn't throttle their service, their network, like their network speeds,
Oh wow.
as they were like calling people to communicate with them, to rescue them.
Wow.
Crazy,
What the fuck?
yeah. This just came out,
Oh wow.
and basically they had to pay Verizon in that moment as the rescue was.
It's all about the fucking
ongoing.
money, man.
And especially with these telecommunication companies, because you know they get enough, they get so much fucking smack, like Rogers, Bell over here, like everyone.
Yeah, I mean
hates
they deserve
everyone.
it. They deserve a
Yeah.
lot of it, you know.
And I just think this puts a nail in the coffin to see how sleazy, like that's crazy that Verizon people were like dying out there in the fires, and they were like, "No, now you gotta pay us."
Yeah,
Yeah,
get- shit.
where's the bag?
Where's the bag?
Holy shit!
That's the name of this episode. Where's the bag?
Holy.
Question mark. 2 question marks. Put on that
Where's the
one.
bag?
There's a
Okay.
yikes. But friggin' okay.
Give me the loot.
Did you guys see Black Klansman? No.
Black
We
what?
talked about it last time.
Oh, we talked about it last week. No. Still haven't seen it. I just want to touch on that show,
Oh yeah.
Disenchanted.
It's
Man,
actually pretty funny.
I started
Yeah,
watching
I
it.
saw, like, a clip of it
I'm
on,
3 episodes in.
Is it
Netflix.
Matt Groening?
Yeah,
Mm.
it's refreshing. I want to say that. I mean,
Disenchantment. It's cute. Like it's
yeah,
funny. It is funny.
yeah. It's not Futurama.
Humor.
Yeah.
You know what? I think it's pretty good that it's not trying to mirror those shows.
No. This one's
It's
a
trying
little,
to be its own thing.
It's a little bit darker to begin with.
Yeah.
But
Because like everybody would be like, oh yeah, it's a Simpsons knockoff or like a
Futurama
Futurama knockoff, right?
I will say it's got a lot of work to do.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's in its
It's
first
probably
season.
still like developing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I remember like when Futurama like first came out, like it was just like and then like the show like developed season after season and actually
the
got
first
good.
season of anything is really character development.
Yeah.
Story
So
development.
you're
Yeah.
getting the storylines.
So
and-
like, I think like just give it some time.
Well, I think they had to scrap Simpsons because the whole Apu shit. And I think it was reaching the end of its life. Simpsons was.
is
seriously
Simpsons
sucking.
like done?
It's
Or is
still
it-
No,
going.
it's not done. It's
Is
still
it-
going,
is
but
it-
it's trash. Like no one watches it.
Yo, it's been trashed for like 50 years.
That's what it is.
Yeah, I
right?
have not watched
And then the Apu thing was just the nail in the like. Get the fucking Simpsons out. Get the Simpsons out of here. You know, like.
Yeah.
So the Apu thing was really like bad press, and like those guys didn't care, and like they made it seem like they didn't care and shit. So now it's like,
Well, they have like mad loot to like
So
start.
Apu was
other
doing his
shit.
thing for years, and then just recently they're like,
yeah.
this
Didn't you
shit's
hear?
racist.
Didn't you hear about all that controversy?
Oh, but like, are they only saying it's racist now? Like they weren't saying it's racist back
They kind of just like pointed it out. Like there was this one comic, I forgot his name.
Harry Kondabolu.
Right. And yeah, he did like a whole.
It's called The Problem with Apu.
Yeah, he did a
It's
whole
movie.
documentary on it.
It's a movie. Yeah, it's a
Documentary.
documentary.
Yeah.
And it got some notoriety.
It just
and-
exposes the problem with the poo.
Yeah,
Remember
yeah.
we covered this. Like that's just
'Cause I guess, like-
everybody's vision of the Indian person in America is
Yeah.
hello, and they own a convenience
And then, like,
store.
you know, to be honest, like,
and-
yeah, that
That's-
did perpetuate that stereotype from early on, and
Yeah.
like, you know, like all of these years, like no one pointed it out.
And it's only because at that point in time, Indian people and brown people supported it because they felt it was an avenue for representation.
He was the only brown
Right.
character
Yeah.
in Western society
Right.
for so
like
long.
prominent.
And it was just like,
until-
yo, we'll just
Like,
ride with this.
even
Like,
when Harold and
kind of
Kumar
thing.
came
But
out,
I feel
Kumar
like once you start labeling things like this and like shunning them, like you lose so much entertainment potential.
Exactly.
But The Simpsons lost all of its entertainment. The thing is, the thing about me for this is not like I'm not fucking offended. I don't care about Apu. Like it's not even a big pressing
Yeah,
issue for me. The thing about me is that the thing that I'm thinking is that like come on, man. Like, The Simpsons is dead. You're just like you
Beating a dead
You're ready to
horse.
kill this thing off, like with this whole Apu thing, you know? Like,
Fuck you.
The Simpsons died a long time ago. It didn't need someone for me to someone to complain about Apu for it to be like killed off. Like, I think at this point, like, it's just. Personally, with Apu, it's like, sure, yeah, it's mildly racist. But the thing about The Simpsons too, again, is like it made fun of everyone.
No.
It made fun of the Chinese, the Japanese, like whoever the fuck, the old people, the young people, the rich people, the poor people. You know,
the
like
freaking Scottish janitor.
the Scottish janitor. There it is, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Really?
It's
The
true.
black doctor. The you know what I'm saying? Like
It did make fun of everything. yeah.
everything. So, I mean, in that sense, I was just like, hey, this is kind of a reach for me. I think it's just because Apu got so much clout. That's what it was. And I think that's the issue. Like, he did really get a lot of clout out of the Simpsons cast. Like, he's one of the staple, you know, characters. You don't really remember Dr. Nick Riviera as much as you remember Apu, the fucking Quickie Mart owner.
Yeah.
I'm surprised he wasn't a cab driver. Shit, that would have been cool. Right? The Quickie Mart owner now is Korean, I'd say.
I think the cab driver, it would need to be like a Middle Eastern.
That's the other thing too.
Yeah.
The character as an Indian person, like in real life in America and Canada, North America, is so washed out now. Like, you know what's so funny? In our communities, I don't even know any Indian guys. Like you know, I know Bengali guys. One, I don't know.
Like straight up Indian.
What happened to the Indian guys out here? There's like none
From
It's-
India.
Yeah, right. Like just straight
But
up
like, listen, like
Working with all those.
you guys.
Yeah, you were gonna.
Listen, you guys have to realize, like, you know, the mass public, you know, which is what, like, white people, they don't differentiate you guys. You guys are Indian.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, you're so right.
like
Not anymore. Not here though.
not here.
Toronto,
Not here.
You're Tamil now when you're brown.
Yes,
Get it?
yeah,
You're Tamil
yeah,
now when
yeah.
you're brown. Back then you were Indian when you're brown.
You're right,
now
right.
you're
But
Tamil.
now they're a little more educated, I guess. It took them a long time to figure out like differences, but like you guys would just be Tamil, like literally,
But I think
or
that's
Indian,
my point, though.
or just one.
That's not true.
That's
man.
exactly
It's
my
not
point.
Tamil.
It is Tamil. It is
Just-
Tamil, and
people-
you know it.
No,
and you
no,
know
well,
it.
in Scarborough,
If you're brown in Scarborough, you are assumed to be Tamil first.
yes.
Swear to God.
I don't know
right?
how- I don't
From
know how-
someone that doesn't know the ins and outs.
I don't
okay?
know how it is downtown or in like Kitchener.
Yeah,
But,
maybe
just- you'll probably
out
be
there,
Indian in
Maybe you'll
Kitchener.
be Indian in Kitchener.
Yeah, yeah.
And he knows exactly what I'm fucking talking about. He knows exactly what I'm talking. You know this.
No.
But like
You know if me and you walk outside
no,
Scarborough,
no, in bigger cities,
I disagree.
if the Chinese guy saw two of us, he would be like, "Oh, you guys are Tamil."
No,
right?
I disagree.
Yeah,
a Chinese guy.
You think
Or a
he's
white dude.
Tamil, not
Yeah,
you.
White dude. Yeah, no, I get Tamil from white people all the time.
I think other Asian.
How do you get-
You know
I
what?
get Tamil
I
from
think.
white
I
people.
think.
From white people, you know me all your life. Like,
Yeah,
of
but
course.
You know what? I think other
I hate
Asians
to
could
say
probably
this.
differentiate. Like a Chinese guy would probably be like, okay, all right, you're probably this. You're
I get
probably
Tamil
that.
from white
I hate
people.
to say this,
From
but it's
Not because
from
I look
Asian-
Tamil, though.
from
it's
Asian guy?
complexion based.
Not because I'm.
I
Not
think
because I
it's
look.
complexion based.
It's not even complexion. It's just the
Really?
way you look. Like,
I-
you can tell if you've been around them. You
For
know.
me, it's complexion based. Like if I see
Yeah,
a
for
dark
me-
ass motherfucker,
for me, if I see a
I'm like,
dark
yo, you're
Indian-
Tamil.
You're
Yeah.
Tamil.
Like
You could pass as
you
Indian.
Honestly, I would have thought you were like, I don't even know,
The thing is that
Pakistani, Bengali.
see,
Yeah,
the thing
no,
is
I
though,
do.
there's bare
thing is, like,
dark.
yeah.
There's bare dark West Indian brown guys too
Who get
and they
Tamil.
get Tamil.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
jokes.
yeah,
That's the
Fucking
thing.
jokes.
That's what I'm saying.
Like-
I'm saying it's complexion.
Yeah,
Because
It is complexion. It is.
Because the darker Indian,
If you're a light-ass Indian, you're
the dark
Pakistani,
West
like-
Indians get written off. As
You're
Tamil.
almost like white.
I've almost gotten written off as Tamil.
there it is.
Like,
You get
but-
Tamil. You get Tamil.
But it's
Like,
complexion.
Yeah.
It's complexion.
maybe, yeah.
Yeah,
that could be,
that's
that
what
might be
I'm
the
saying.
theory. My point is, okay. That being said, which is a super good point. is
But
my
the thing is, I'm just gonna point out this
Yeah,
point. Like
absolutely.
the thing is, like we're more educated in the city
Yeah.
yeah,
as
rurally,
you know
rural-
compared to like a
I don't.
small
and
town.
I don't blame them.
Because like we have a lot of people around here. Like we have a lot of like restaurants, which kind of like
true, and that helps us
Intro-
get to learn
it
cultures.
introduces people to culture.
Yeah.
You go to school with a bunch of motherfuckers, like you know, like
What I'm
exactly.
saying though is the archetypic brown guy is no longer Indian. He's
yeah.
Sri
Yeah.
Lankan.
Okay. That's yeah.
He's like
In
Sri Lankan now.
Scarborough.
Well, specifically
In
in
Scarborough.
the city.
It leaks
Scarborough
out though.
guy.
It leaks over, man. The thing is, like, Sri Lankan people have really made their mark everywhere in the UK, in Scarborough, this wherever it may be. And I'm telling you that, like, one day I went to this all white party. Okay, swear to God, it was like for work. You know, it was for work, and it was like younger, and it was younger,
Why else would you?
and it was younger white people getting trashed, beer pong, whatever, rural areas, like yeah, like you know what I mean. White people. Then this Australian chick who's friends with one of the white people there. I was Tamil. Like that was she's like, oh, I know where you're from. You're Tamil. Like, you know she said it, right? She said it like, you fuckers are everywhere.
Like,
That's how she said it. She said it just like that. Like, I know exactly where you're from, you fucking cockroach. Like, that's what it was.
The thing is, she was so sure
She was
of herself.
so sure.
She's so sure of
And you know what I
herself.
said? I fucked her whole world up. You know what I said? I'm like, what's Tamil? She was like, oh, like she got shook, and then one of my friends who knows what I am, like he knows what Tamil people are. He saw me being a shit, like you know what I mean? Like what am I like? You know what I'm saying? Like he was he knew me, like he knows me. He's
What's
like,
Tamil?
Smarten up and say you're Sri Lankan.
he was looking at me. He's like,
like,
just leave it. Come on, leave the little poor white girl alone. Like, what are you doing? What are you?
It's like, what's Tamil? I'm white.
You confusing the white girl.
Yeah, you know she doesn't know.
You should
right.
you should have told her that you were white.
What's Tamil? That's no. My name's Vishal. Nice to meet you. Tamil. No, my name's Vishal. Sorry.
Anyways,
Actually, I
so,
went to get my tires changed
There it
at
is,
like
here it
this
is.
local mechanic shop, and there was like an old white dude sitting down.
Yeah.
He's like, "Yo, don't be, come."
Oh
sit down."
my God! Don't.
Yeah.
Oh
How do you
God.
know this?
Where was this?
This was like in North York.
North York. Okay. Okay.
ouch.
Oh my God. Oh, guys, move aside. You're Tamil, huh?
Yeah.
Did I win?
Did I win?
Oh my God. And then at that point in time, I'm like, you know what? This is where we are now. This is it.
So where we at?
No one even knows what Indian is anymore. I'm telling you. Back then, if we were 20 years ago, you're Indian. I know Indian guy. I went to an Indian restaurant the other day.
So you know what? Okay, circling back to the whole Apu thing,
Yeah.
I feel like
That's
it's still like, oh yeah, you're Indian in the States. Because that's where this comedian's from,
Some
right?
people haven't made their mark in the States, you think?
Huh?
You think Sri Lankan people have really made their mark
Nah,
here in
But
the
they
States?
don't
Nah.
explicitly
It's
go.
true. Indian people are still pretty
Compa-
predominant in the States.
Yeah, like that whole like, you know, that whole stereotype, like you're brown, you're Indian, like
Yeah.
that's what it is.
Okay,
like,
that's still,
and I feel like like a character like Apu, like in the early '90s and late '80s, like stapled that to the fucking States,
Right.
like their mentality, right? So like I could get why like, you know, some young dude now is just like, yo, okay, listen, this is what it is, like.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I get where he's coming from. I think you have to come from like the state's dynamic to kind of get his documentary. He's talking to people in the States specifically.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He's not talking to like Canada or
No.
anything. We're more understanding. We're more educated.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
over
Harry
there.
Kondabolu, you mean? Who
Yeah. Dude,
No,
yeah.
absolutely. No,
Yeah. He's talking to
True.
like the state's demographic.
I feel you. Yeah. No, he's frustrated. Like I get it. He's been frustrated growing up. It was like I get that how it's like kind of
Yeah.
traumatizing. He was probably seeing Apu when he was like, who knows, in his late teens, early 20s, seeing like, the fuck is this? Like, wait, what? Like,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
exactly.
So I get it. I understand that part. Whereas when we were kids, we were like, that was a shitty can go. Fuck, like they were making fun of an Indian guy. I thought it was representation too. You know, I would laugh at it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Crazy.
And you grew up with like a lot of different cultures.
That's
as
true
well.
too. Yeah, that's true.
Okay,
too,
wait.
you're right.
Hold up. How did we start talking about this?
Apu, Harry Kondabolu, Simpsons, Disenchantment. That's it.
Disenchantment. All right, let's wrap this podcast up.
Yo, we're just getting into it. We're just
Wow.
getting into
We've run our time.
All right, you could tell it's a Thursday,
You know
guys.
it's fucking Thursday.
You can tell it's
You
a
know
fucking
what's
Thursday.
and episode 26.
Oh, look at the time. All right,
Look at the time, guys.
9:58.
9:58. We gotta close this.
All right,
shit.
so
I gotta
guys,
take a shit.
Any shout outs?
It's
You guys
bedtime
want
right
to talk
now.
shit right now? Any
Yo.
shout outs? Because I know my brother loves to talk shit.
All right, peace out to Booth. Have a good night's sleep. You know what I'm
Yo.
saying? Like, you know, wake up in the
Let's
morning.
freestyle out.
Let's do it.
Yo, the
You guys
problem
got 2
with
minutes.
Apu.
Wait, let me play a beat.
You guys got a few minutes. Let's do this.
Oh my god. 2 minutes to go. Episode 26. Check us out.
2 minutes?
YouTube.
No.
Listen to us while you drive and
Oh my
shit.
god, we can't even freestyle.
Don't listen to fucking Joe Rogan and Bill Burr and fucking.
You guys want to freestyle sicko mode?
Oh my god, sicko mode. Is it good? Is that a beat?
Oh my god.
Play
Have
Uchi
you even
Wally
fucking-
instrumental. Play Uchi Wally
You don't even
instrumental.
know sicko mode.
Uchi Wally instrumental is a sick beat.
Now we
I
get
do. Bad with the thing, like I do.
No.
I have to like prove my credibility now. Like I have to sing the song as fast as I can.
You have to sing all 3 parts of the song,
Oh my god. Play Uchi Wally instrumental.
and you'll bust a sick one.
You got
Yeah,
a few
yeah,
seconds,
yeah.
man.
And you have to put your ad-
No.
I will end this.
Ad libs. You have to put ad libs.
End this in
Yo.
45 seconds, bro.
Yo, Millennial Hipsters, episode 26.
Oh my god.
26.
Alright, we're cutting this off because of boof. Like,
Yo.
you're gonna wait for the next 3 hours, but boof.
3 hours? What the fuck?
Jamal has never done anything for 3 hours.
Oh shit, he's
yeah.
making fun of your sex game, dog.
What the fuck? Yo, fuck y'all. You never last for 3 hours. 3 minutes.
Look at 3 hours. Holy shit. Just,
Artillery shit.
like, what is he like held down at that point in time? Oh my
Alright, Uchi Wally instrumental, quick time.
Oh
Yo,
my
shut
God.
the fuck up.
Yo, Millennial Hipsters, episode 26.
Wait for the ad to play. Hold on.
Don't listen to Joe Rogan or Bill Burr. Don't listen to
Except
Joe
for
Budden.
Yo, Bill Burr's sick. Fuck Joe Rogan.
Shouts to Joe Budden podcast. They got their Spotify bag.
We're trying to get our fucking Omni one.
Trying to get our Tamil One TV. I figured it out. You're Tamil.
Alright, your time to shine.
I don't want to break her heart. Yo, don't want to break her heart or break the fart. Yo, we gonna be on Break or Start, the podcast. Yo, I'm all blast you all. I got 5 of the guns, put you against the wall.
Oh!
Yo, I'm on the Call of Duty. Oh, who, me? Yo, I'm on a booty, cause I've got mad cuties in the back. Come on!
Come on.
Yo, gotta pass it to a next host who gon' boast the most roast. Yo, then I'm out like a ghost. Yes, this anatomy book is quite interesting, right? And that's where the penis is. Okay. Yo, that's where the penis is. Tell me where the penis is.
I don't know where the penis is.
Oh god.